Outside Veer. So just like I said earlier, we're going to double team at the point of attack, and we're going to scoop from their back. So wherever we're going, our linemen are calling those double teams, making sure we know what we're doing as far as our push is concerned. And from there back, we're gonna scoop. And I had mentioned the scoop just a little bit. We're gonna go over it a little bit more when I pull the diagram up. But our quarterback, he reads on the run. Some guys like to get him 2 steps and then turn and let him ride it. But I failed to mention, I guess, but the outside veer is a C gap play. And so in deciding if you want your quarterback to read on the run or you want him to ride the mesh, that's a big thing that you have to decide on what he can do and what you feel most comfortable with him doing. Number 3 is pretty important. And our fullback and quarterback are not looking at each other. And we're constantly on them. If they're doing that, then that's bad stuff. And so we're telling our quarterback and our fullback where to mesh at, and they're trying to get to the crack of the tackle is where they're going, and they're going to meet there as fast as they can go. Number 4, I think, is a must. If you're going to run the option, we tell our fullback this: we love you very much, man, and we know we're going to leave a defender unblocked, and you're going to be running. We're going to try to make him make a decision. He's going to tackle you sometimes. And if he doesn't tackle you, we want you to tackle him. So we absolutely tackle the read key. Because what we don't want is we don't want to be trying to run the outside veer, and then we read a guy, pulled it, and he runs us down. So we eliminate him by tackling him. We tell our quarterbacks, if the end is up the field, we're going to give it. And if the end squeezes, we're going to pull. And again, you got to go back to what you want, what you feel comfortable and what you want your quarterback to do. Here's what I'm going to tell you on the films that you're going to see today. We didn't want our quarterback to pitch it. We worked with him and tried to figure out what all he could do. And we figured out that he could read the option well, but the pitch, he could do the mechanics well. But putting that all 3 together was too much for him. And so what we told him was this: we're going to read the dive. The man's up the field. We're going to hand the football off. If he squeezes, fullback's going to tackle him. You're going to pull it, but now you're going. You're going to see in the film sometimes he just tucks and goes. Now, we're going to combine this play with the speed option, and we're going to let him pitch some there. It wasn't too hard for him to double option, step back, and find the pitch. We use different tags to block the perimeter, and you're going to see we change that up a little bit depending on what we're seeing and really what the defensive players are doing. And so we're going to mix that up and try to change that up throughout the game. All right, so a lot of times when you run a heavy run, you're going to see what we call the bear defense. And what we're talking about is we're getting a heavy nose, or a quick nose, either one. We're going to get 2-4 techniques inside our tackles. And then we're going to get those 2, so people call them dogs or Sams or whatever you want to call them. They're walk-ups. We call them Sams right there. And then you're going to have 2 safeties. Normally, they're going to play inside the box to help on the run. And then you've got your corners. So what we're going to do is when we start to break down on Sundays is we're going to try to figure out how we want to attack this defense. And so as far as the personnel is concerned, sometimes, we're going to start with these 2, I guess is what we're going to say. We're going to try to figure out which one of these 2 guys are better at open field tackling and who's the better athlete. Most of the time, he's a better tackler than he is. And so with different teams, that's different. So we're going to block whichever one, especially because we were not truly pitching that 3rd part of the option. We thought to ourselves, if we could get one of those guys blocked, then the guy that's the pitch man, the true pitch man, we're going to let our quarterback try to make him miss. Now, when we're running this, we're going to try to read these guys. Normally, these guys are edge setters, and so they're in a little bit of conflict. And so we're going to try to put them in a bind. So we're going to read them on triple option, and we're going to pitch them on double option, our speed option. So sometimes he's going to be read for a dive, and then sometimes we're just going to straight pitch him. And so we're trying to read these 2 hang guys, and we're telling our fullback, now this is probably not a really good drawing right here. We want him to go straight through the crack of that tackle, okay? So what we're talking about here is we're going to try to get him, this fullback, right through the crack of that tackle, put pressure on him. We'll block one of those 2. Now, we have different tags for our wings. So we'll tell him who we want to block. In this particular instance, we're going to ask him to load. We want him to load this linebacker. Now, we're going to double team at the point of attack. Now, this guy here is the 4 technique. We're going to try to double team him and get push. We tell them to make sure that they're not pushing against each other. They want to get their hips together, and then they're going to try to move him. This nose guard, this is where we're scooping from here back. We're going to scoop the A gap. We're going to scoop this A gap, and then we're going to scoop the B gap. Now, we tell this center, this guy's head up, he's not sitting there. He's going to slant, or he's going to go in your mouth, out your rear. And so if he tries to slant the A gap, he'll cut him here. If he tries to go here on this A gap, he's going to cut him. So they're closing all of these gaps so we do not get run throughs going through. All right, this is outside veer to the right. Again, a lot of people don't run the outside veer with a tight end. Now, we're going to do it both ways. We're going to put a tight end in sometimes and put pressure on him to make him squeeze the down block and then read him. And then sometimes we'll let him stand up. This is where he's kind of comfortable. This guy would much rather be standing out here in space and not on a tight end. So we're going to do it both ways. All right. This is the outside veer to the other side. So we're going to do the same way. What we're going to do is we're going to decide, is this guy or this guy a better tackler? And we'll let this wide receiver, we'll crack him if we want to block him and leave him unblocked. We're still trying to read this stand-up guy. And we're going to take our wing and load the linebacker. We're going to double team at the point of attack. We're going to try to get movement on this 4 technique, and they're going to scoop here. Okay, again, center's going to close this gap. If this nose was a slant in here, he would cut him. This nose slanted here, he would cut him there. We're going to cut the backside. This guy's coming around for the pitch. Now, I'm going to tell you, if we felt really comfortable with him, and I've had this at other schools where I feel comfortable with those guys, and certainly our guys that we have coming in now we feel like can make this pitch. And so we would go and we would decide who we wanted to pitch. We could pitch the corner here. We could pitch the safety, or we're reading him for dive. One of those two will be our pitch man, and that's what we've got. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get to our huddle so I can try to show you some of these things. And so, all right. So the first play, I'm going to come back to this one because that's a tight end. I'm going to try to give you the set that we just first watched. All right, so here we go. All right, so should be able to see everything full screen. This is the same look that we just said. We've got the nose guard. We've got the 2-4 techniques. We've got the 2 stand-ups. Now, through scouting, we've watched these 2 guys here, okay? And so we tried to figure out who do we want to leave unblocked. One of those 2 guys will. Again, if we were running triple where we were truly pitching it, we would pitch one of those 2 guys. All right, so we'll kind of go through and watch it the first time, rewind it, and talk about some things. All right, so he's coming down. All right, so this guy, the Sam, is going to tackle the dive, and now we've got our quarterback out in space. Again, we felt good with his legs, but we weren't really comfortable with him pitching. So on the block, we're going to crack the safety. So we decided that we would leave him unblocked. We're cracking the safety, and then we'll go there. So we're going to read this guy. We're going to double team him. If he steps across the field, we'll hand the ball to our fullback. If he comes down, our fullback would tackle him, and then the quarterback would pull it. So as he's going through, all right, so right now he's coming down. Our quarterback has already took this ball. He knows now I'm gone. So he's going to take and pull, and now he's gone. He's off to the races. And we felt good with what he could do with the ball. All right, so now this, I'm going to go back one. This is the same play. Now we put that tight end in. And here, we're going to put the tight end in and make him have to play the tight end first. Okay, now I'm going to tell you, this guy here, this is his first year to play football. He didn't play junior high. He didn't play Pee-wees. This was his first year at this running back spot. So during this film, he's going to miss some blocks. But, all right, so we put a tight end in. We're going to make him squeeze. And he's so concentrated on the squeeze, he's going to squeeze, and we'll run the dive by him. Okay, he squeezes all the way down. The quarterback knows that was his read, but we've got the fullback there with nobody there to take him. So he's going to hand the ball off. Again, when you're running Veer, 3 yards is pretty good. All right, so here we go. We're going again. We're going to run the outside Veer to the left here. So again, these are the stand-ups, all right? And so we've got the tight end in. We're trying to make him play the tight end. And so we're going to double team. We're going to read him. We've decided that we want to pitch this guy this time. So we'll change that up during the course of the game. All right. We've read him, and we're going to pull it. Okay. Now, what I do want you to watch right here is watch the fullback. The fullback knows that the quarterback's pulling it, and he's going to absolutely tackle this guy. He's tackled him to the ground. All right, now we've got the matchup that we wanted. We said, okay, this is our best guy versus their best guy. We'll take that.